Oh, this is awkward. Hello everybody, my name is Mitsuda Midoi. I am a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries, and this is Even If Tempest. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they killed a man. But don't worry, he was kind of a piece of shit. And then after several attempts to figure out the game's rather illogical quest of who we're supposed to be framing exactly, we eventually completed our first trial day, only to find out that for some reason, even though letting the culprit get away with a single trial day was a failure condition in all of our previous cases. Now that we're the culprit, we have to outlive literally all of the other suspects before we can be considered winners. Ain't that just the way? And then Conrad overheard us talking about how we needed to murder people, so I guess we're going to have to kill him. How tragic. Conrad! Yes, I know, I was there at the time. I really want to, but they wouldn't be asking us this question. Nah, it's only been like 2 text boxes, we can afford this. I mean, they wouldn't be giving this an option if the obvious answer was correct. Wow. You're a piece of shit, you can lie to us for a few minutes. Zen immediately slips around behind Conrad and raises his sturdy arms high. Yeah, compared to him, Conrad's arms look like twigs, good lord, the boy. Eating properly? You're paler than I am, too, good lord. I'm going to enjoy watching him squirm a bit. I don't think I need to, feel all that bad about that. Do it again. Alright, fine. I guess it can wait. Zen looks down at the now fallen Conrad with mixed emotions. In that briefest of moments, he lets his guard down. Yet another man appears to take advantage of it. Not to do it again. Hello, Nino. Welcome aboard. We're going to kill people this stream. Like maybe this guy who has apparently witnessed our disposing of this witness. Then someone's gonna witness that, and we're gonna have to dispose of the witness responsible for disposing of the witness. Hope you're doing well. Yay, murder! Yay, murder! Gasp. I kick the newcomer in the abdomen right as he aims his blade at Zen. Man, this is a really violent episode. Oh, you don't even have a character design. It's not fun if you can't see the look on their face. Yep. Somebody here respects us. ... exclamation mark. I recognize this guardsman. Irving was his name, I believe. He was in the wings until just a few years ago. To think we would meet again here, and like this. With all the gardens and all the castles in all the world, he just had to walk into ours. Is Conrad alive? Well, that's nice, I guess.
まだ1時半。眠りの魔法がない時間帯だったか。こんな状況下じゃ誰もうろつかねえだろうと思ったのが甘かったな。
Well, whose fault is that, huh? Huh?
さっきの話を聞かれた以上、こいつらも殺すしかねえな。
I don't know, he seems like a bit of a coward. Could probably threaten him to keep him quiet. Dot dot dot. What about Vice Commander Cryas? I'm going to kill him tonight too.
考えたんだが、カーニバルのルール覚えてるか？俺は今夜サクリファイスを皆殺しにできるのが一番だと思ってた。そうすりゃ裁判なんか開くことなく、お前の勝ちが確定するからな。
The rules do quite specifically say victory or defeat can only be decided in the courtroom.
けどそれはルールの8項目ね。勝敗は議場のみ決するものとするに反することになる。
Yes, I just said that, thank you. Oh, I see what you mean.
皆殺しはやっぱりなしだ。一人は残さねえと。
And as I was attempting to argue last episode, Cryas is by far the best candidate we have for a frame-up.
アナスタシア、コンラッドはお前が殺せ。この騎士とクライオスは俺がやる。
Yes. You sure? I'd hate to make you do something so awful.
お前に殺させるよりはマシだ。
Dot dot dot.
ケン、貸せ。
Zen sticks the blade through the back of the collapsed knight.
コンラッドは2時になってから殺せ。でなきゃ、メンブルの紋章が刻まれない。
Look at this Harlock exposing his collarbone so wantonly. I know, he's such a slut. Hello, How to Fix. Welcome aboard. Gotta go stab a few people. He used me. Toyed with me. My hatred has not faded through the repeated lifetimes. No death was more frightening than wasting away in the fire. Killing him should have been my greatest desire. So why do I feel so empty? Conrad's life is taken, and the Membrum crest appears on the floor. It's a snake. Watch out for snakes. Well, that's that problem solved. Afterwards, we make our way to the Vice Commander. Medu.
家にいないと思ったらここか。よっぽど仕事熱心なんだな。しかも、こいつらが同じ部屋で寝るような仲だったとは、初めて知ったな。
Phrasing. Master Tyrell is also in the Vice Commander's room. He sleeps on the sofa while the Vice Commander lies sprawled across his desk.
何のつもりか知らねえが、無策なわけじゃなさそうだな。余計なものには触らないように気をつけろよ。
I know technically the science of fingerprinting hasn't been invented yet, but somehow I don't think that will stop these guys. Honk shoo. Honk shoo. Vice Commander Cryas holds an investigation report in his hands. They had apparently been reviewing the case right up until they fell asleep. He looks so peaceful, like he's in the middle of a gentle dream. His guard is fully down, making him look much younger than his positively geriatric age of like 30, I think it was. Zen stands at the edge of the sofa. He grips the blade that had previously stolen the lives of both Conrad and his guard. Look, I'm the player character. I'm the only one who trusts myself. And also, you know, we should probably, you know, take some responsibility for our own actions and try to keep his hands clean and all that other romantic crap, but mostly I just don't trust him. Zen, I think I should...
まだ俺のこと信用してないんだな。 いつまで全部を自分一人で背負う気でいる。
Don't you talk back to me, you piece of shit.
俺にも少しくらい分けろ。
That's not romantic, that's just patronizing. I'll do everything I can to give everyone a happy ending. I won't make you do anything like this again. I'll erase it all and give everyone a fresh start.
お前。
あれれ、二人して何やろうとしてるのかな。
Oh no.
何しに来やがった、イシュ。
Why don't you have a face yet?
もちろん悪者退治だよ。人の寝込みを襲うなんて卑劣極まりないね。
Oh look, he's got jokes. How lovely. You've given me no other choice, remember?
あ、そうだった。でもさ、これはないんじゃない？一晩でサクリファイスを二人も手にかけようとするなんて。明日の裁判がつまんなくなるじゃないか。
Ain't no rule that a dog can't kill all the competition before the match.
ルールは違反してねえぞ。ルーシェンは残しておくからな。
You know, Lucian, the guy who's explicitly doesn't know how to hold a sword and has never had contact with the first victim. It's the perfect crime.
ルールを8つしか用意しなかったお前のミスだな。
だって8が良かったんだもん。タロットカードで8は力、くさび数の正の約数は8、スピリチュアリズムでは支配と成熟、横に倒すとメビウスになる。
Don't say Spinak.
正直もっとめちゃくちゃなルールを入れて僕が有利になるようにしたかったけど仕方ない。なあ、8、そんないけずなところも愛しいよ。
Truly, Ish the number 8 is the real true endgame ship in this game. Sorry, Zen, you've been replaced. As much as I'd love to call him mad, I can't take the risk of souring his mood.
相変わらず頭いかれてるな。
Never mind.
とにかくもうサクリファイスは殺しちゃダメだよ。この男前と彼女が戦うところを見るの楽しみにしてたんだから。もし逆らうなら分かってるね。
Man, this ain't part of the rules. You're a cheater.
念のためプロテクトをかけておくことにするよ。誰にもサクリファイスは殺せないように首輪にその命を守らせよう。
Can you use new magic without any contracts?
ただルールをちょこっと修正するだけだもん。そんな面倒なことしなくても大丈夫です。
Yeah, just gotta cut a bit of orange tape is all. It's totally different. If the rules need to be changed halfway through an ongoing game, that's on you. You should have to pay some suitable price. The witch is particularly picky about contracts and conditions, but now that's my role. The witch would normally get nothing out of this and dismiss it outright, but now...
このくらいのことじゃ大したことはしてあげられないよ。
Got him. Then just answer my question.
一つだけだよ。
That's all I need. Kinda get the sensation this isn't really going to, matter all that much in the grand scheme of things, but... I want to get the information. I think Ish's goals is probably not the way to go here, because he can just get away with saying some vague bullshit like, oh, you know, I'm just here to hurt people, because he's a dick like that. I feel like finding out what day he plans to pop the planet like a Zid would be useful somehow, but I'm more interested in the Witch of Cessation. But then again, with such a vague question, I don't know what exactly we're going to be asking. When we pick it. And I feel like if there's that level of... If you open the save file from there, you can get the answer to all three. Yeah, I know, but I wanna show off. Is that so wrong? Anyway, if none of you have any objections, I'm gonna pick the Witch of Cessation first. Going once. Going twice. And sold. Where is the Witch of Cessation?
まだこの世界にはいない
That tells us something, I suppose. What? Also, she's a woman. This is actually the first witch we've seen who is a woman, so that does tell us something, probably, I guess. I don't recall there being any instances of Ish here. Disguising himself as a woman using a shape-shifting either. Of course, if she's not in the world at all, this doesn't tell us anything. Or does it?
でもずっと近くにいる
It's the goddess, isn't it?
質問タイム終了いやー本当に今夜の裁判は楽しみだ
Alright, I'm gonna start cheating now. You change the rules on me, it's only fair. When will the world end?
君はさ毎日の滝の水量を正確に言い当てられる明るい月の翌日が晴天だとは限らないよねさっきまで晴れてたのににわか雨が降ってきたなんてこともあるよ世界が滅びる日を言えっていうのはそのくらい無茶な話なんだよ
So, that was useless. Cool.
質問タイム終了いやー本当に今夜の裁判は楽しみだ
And just for completion's sake, even though I fully expect him to cop out of this one. What is your goal in all of this?
そんなに僕のこと知りたいのまさか僕愛されてる
Well, he has pointy nails and he's wearing a top hat, so I'm sure there's a lot of people who are into that sort of thing.
アナスタシア、気持ちはわかるがここで剣抜くな。物壊しちまうだろ。
Oh, come on, just one for the sake of it.
ごめんね僕おしとやかな子が好みなんだ君は対象外
こらえろ、アナスタシア。
僕の目的だっけ愛に勝るものなし愛する人と結ばれることだね
Well, considering that he is magically bound to tell the truth, that is a fairly interesting answer.
お前、人を好きになれるのか
こう見えて僕一途なんだ
Considering he's working for her, we can probably assume that he's talking about the Witch of Cessation. Fascinating, Captain.
質問タイム終了いやー本当に今夜の裁判は楽しみだ
Brew only has one eye. Don't judge. Maybe he lost it in a horrible schmelting accident. Maybe he used to be an honest, productive member of society.
愛する人を殺すか殺されるか究極の法廷バトルだね今のところ君が不利みたいだけど
I can't have eyes for more than one. Honestly, that just makes him more of an honest man.
そんな君に一つアドバイスをしてあげようさっきサクリファイスは殺せないようにプロテクトをかけたと言ったけど
Okay, but what if I did anyway, huh? What then? Thought that far ahead? Huh?
自殺だけは OK にしてあるから 敗北宣言はいつでも受け付けるよ。
Joke's on you, I could have done that at any time anyway.
それじゃあバイバーイ。
Toodles. I'm sorry I couldn't get any information of worth out of him.
ああいうやつ相手なんだ。しょうがないさ。あいつは案外知らないことが多いのかもな。
He does give off that aura, doesn't he? What do you mean?
なんか、妙だっただろ
Something strange in our neighborhood. He's always strange, is he not?
う。そりゃそうだな。けど、医師は全てを知っているっていう認識は、改めた方がいいかもしれねえ。と、そろそろ3時になるな。行くぞ。
Yeah, let's go. As we leave the room, a piece of paper falls from the Vice Commander's hand. I glance at it on instinct and see words scrawled on it. Yuma is pregnant. Thanks to you, I'll be able to save her life. Well, this letter, written unmistakably in the Vice Commander's hand, is addressed to me. He saw right through me. He knew I'd be here tonight. He knew I'd be here to kill him. He knew what I was going to do, yet he chose to express his gratitude to me despite that. It's exactly the kind of thing he'd do. So does that mean the fact that we can't go out and kill him makes us look better? So I doubt it's gonna be that easy. Do I really have to fight, win against a man like this? Bup, bup, bup. Then we got the evidence. Oh boy. It went even worse than it did last time. Alright, what do we got here? That is not the button I wanted to hit. The people remain conflicted one night after the fierce carnival. Fear continues to dominate the public consciousness with the reveal of a new victim and the confirmation the trials will continue. But the actions of Wings of Guard and Vice Commander Christ Castle Rock also command attention. During last night's trial, the Vice Commander hounded one of his subordinates, a female knight. Though his assertion was immediately brushed aside as being entirely baseless, many of his female fans were nonetheless crushed at the display. As one fan describes it, it was always so wonderful to see how gentle he was with other women, but he looked so scary last night, like something wasn't right. What if he's the Membrum? If only it would be easy enough to convince the game that I'm not bitter. Good old Lucy. If we were to pick a winner from the carnival, then Prince Lucian Neuschben would be the obvious choice. In this trial for witches, by witches, of witches, things are running very differently than your average witch trial. In an environment of pure uncertainty, His Royal Highness maintained his composure and effortlessly controlled the proceedings. It is due to his clear instructions that they were able to clear the strict 1-hour time limits. Unfortunately, they were unable to capture the Membrum this time, but there is no doubt in anyone's mind that this scion of the goddess will lead us to victory in the next trial. Yes, got an article on ourselves. More than any other story in yesterday's flyer, the article concerning the Linzell scandal was an even greater sensation than this writer could have ever imagined. But of course it would be, considering the ever-popular Princess Evelina is at the center of it. I cannot save until we leave this screen. That seems really upsetting. It's not what I wanted to do. Will you turn that off? There. God. Top level design. Lindsay Scandal, even greater sensation of Princess Evelina. The accessories she wears sell out the next day, and her favorite teas become household staples. She stands at the forefront of every trend, her every step and strand of hair commanding attention. That is how genuinely shocking the news of her driving out her own stepdaughter is. But the Lady Knight's misfortune is not over. She was viciously cornered by Cryas Castlerock, her trusted supervisor, during the already terrifying carnival. Should she prove to be the member, Castlerock's actions will be ultimately justified, but an informant tells us that even should this be the case, she would have immediately gone after Princess Evelina first. Is the Lady Knight a victim herself, or is she a wolf in sheep's clothing? Tonight's trial will certainly tell all. Hopefully not. We can go around asking around the castle. There's not an article on this one. Right, 3, 4, 3, 3. So we got time to do 3 of these. I still maintain that Cryas is our best bet for a frame-up, but considering how the game just completely refused to acknowledge the existence of any of the points I had last time, I'm not entirely convinced that's correct. This is the first time we've had an option to investigate without questioning a specific suspect. So that could be very useful, and it's about our victim, which would give us a better case to make against someone else. Prince Lucian is the only person left on the docket who doesn't suspect us, so that would be nice to have in our corner again, if it comes to that. And judging by what we read in the papers, the people seem to be on our side, so I don't think we need to shore up our reputation, HP, and this investigate ourselves option has never given us useful information in the past. I think that's the plan going forward. God, that castle is shiny. Doop, doop. Nande? Wait, he's helping me with my investigation.
あなたはリンゼル殿ですね。コンラード殿下がご逝去されたことで、警備を厳重にせよという命令が出ているのです。
じゃあこいつも無理なのか
But I work here.
いや、リンゼル殿は通ってよろしい。
Okay, that's fine. I've yet to attain knighthood in this timeline. I should be as unable to pass through into the castle as Zen. Oh, yeah. I guess that works out. Is this because I'm a sacrificium? Or maybe...
しかし男、お前は当選からな。
Indeed. Look, he's my friend, he's coming with me. You really can't let him in?
ええ、国王命令ですから。
Well, the king doesn't have any validity, but we can't prove that with the evidence we have in this timeline, so, guess we just gotta live with the consequences of our actions. Are you really sure?
ええ。
It's completely impossible.
はい。
おいおいどうしたんだよそこまで食い下がるなんてお前らしくねえぞ
You said you'd never leave my side. You lying whore. That's what I thought. Yeah, point back.
わかった。なんとかする。だからここで待っとけ。
God, men are so simple. Then, 30 minutes later... Why is Zen taking so long? We're on the clock here.
待たせたな。
Better be. Where did you get those clothes? Did you run and take the administrator exam?
ああ、着任はまだ先だが、インターンシップってことで多めに見てくれるだろう。
Why do you have glasses now? Intern... what?
行くぞ。
Hey, but wait! Seriously, what is the point of the glasses? You can see fine.
なんだよ、人の顔ジロジロ見やがって。
At least you finally covered up that collarbone. It's just so odd. You look just as you did when we first met, but now it feels so wrong.
自分でも似合ってねえのは分かってるよ。
No, it definitely suits you. You're dashing. How many blush sprays does one man need? I only got the one, but I get plenty of mileage out of it. I really mean that too. No flattery.
分かったから。時間ねえんだ。さっさと行くぞ。
Yes, I was complaining about that longer than you've been. Right.
調子狂うぜ。
Well. Alright, can we get some actual evidence out of this, please?
コンラッド殿下について知っていることですか？
Yes, that's apparently what I said.
趣味、好物、交友関係、弱み、何でも構いませんので。
そうですね。でも大したことは何も。
Well, this is unproductive.
そんなに睨みつけなくたっていいじゃありませんか。
あ？別に睨んでなんか。
失礼いたします。
俺、睨んでなかったよな。
Nah, you just got one of those faces. Not at all. You just have a naturally stern appearance. I mean, I can relate.
ダメですよ。あんな聞き方しちゃ。女性が答えてくれるわけありません。
Here comes the boy. Oh, you're the witch, I nearly scream without thinking until Zen covers my mouth.
こいつはイシュじゃない。本物のメイルディアスだ。
You've met him multiple times before. Why do you keep making this mistake? Ah, so he's just the court painter. I still can't tell the real man from the imposter.
変人な方がイシュだ。
あなた、リンゼル家のお嬢さんですよね。ガルダ翼騎士団の子を言って。うわー、本物だ。うわうわ。
Are you sure about that?
お会いできて嬉しいな。この記念すべき初対面、後で絵にしなきゃ。
The weirder one. Really? His best quality? His wiggles.
どっちも大差ないかもな。
申し遅れました。私はメイル・ディアス。しがない絵描きです。
I'm Anastasia. Why do you know about me? In a previous timeline, Mail knew who I was due to my victory in the war games. In this timeline, though, I've yet to accomplish anything of note.
可憐な女騎士が在籍してるって界隈で噂になってたんですよ。美少女戦士クロスさんに似てるかもって。
So we don't have like, internships or basketball, but we do have manga. I see how it is. Here he goes with the weird terms again. What happened to the whole Rose Knight nonsense?
美少女戦士クロスさんってあれか。
そうですそうです。あなたもファンなんですか？
パンツが。
What is this pretty soldier, whatever?
小説だ小説。元は俺の世界にあったもんなんだが。
Okay,
あいつ
explains
が
that.
適当に話したら面白いって食いついてきて。
You would be the type who secretly reads magical girl manga, wouldn't you, Zen? Which idiot?
あなた作者のシクール氏をご存知なので？私大ファンなんですよ。第1巻の初版から持ってます。紹介してください。
Seeker, that's an God damn it, that's an anagram of Cryas. You man, you have too many hobbies.
合わせてやってもいいが一つ条件がある。俺たちは今メンブルム事件の捜査をしてるんだが。
よく見たらリンゼル城の首に妙なアクセサリーが。もしかしてこれサクリファイスの首輪ですか？
You are astonishingly calm about all this.
今そこに気づくのかよ。いや、まあいい。で、さっきの俺の何が悪かったんだよ。
No, he has insecurities.
女性に高圧的なところですよ。目つきも悪いし、言い方も悪い、態度も悪い、いいとこなしです。
Well roasted.
殴りてえ。
But you, however, are only proving his points.
もっと甘い声を出さなくちゃ。まるで恋人にささやくみたいに。
Don't do that, that's creepy. Lover.
その制服も堅苦しいんですよね。ボタンを外して胸元を見せてみるとセクシーかも。情報収集の基本は色仕掛けですよ。
Do any of those buttons actually hold anything in place? Hold on, I'm looking at I'm looking at the uniform he's wearing now, and I'm not entirely sure how it all holds apart. Would he have to loosen his belt straps on his abdomen? I'm not sure that would really show off anything all that sexual. My brain hurts. Is that a button, like, around his neck? Is that what they're referring to? Sex appeal.
お前、暗い様子みてえなこと言うな。まあ、情報を得るためには仕方ねえか。
Guess I have to give the audience fan service at some point. Stop. I will not allow Zen to lower himself like that.
あ、なんだそりゃ。
If we're going for sex appeal, then I'll handle it. There are people who are into that sort of thing too.
あ？
なるほど。覚悟はできているようですね。わかりました。このメイルディアスが一肌脱ぎましょう。
Truly the hero our people need.
胸元をインナーで締め付けますよ。多少きつくても耐えてください。
Remember when I was in college, I took a course on Victorian era literature, and at one point they did bring in an actual period, like, experts on fashion who brought in, like, an actual physical course that we could all look at. I volunteered to put it on, but they told us that they actually did that for a previous class and it wound up breaking. So that's not an option for any of us. Wait, now? But...
もう少しですよ。 っしゃるようですが、それでも線が細いですね。肩パッドを入れましょうか。
Gotta put on that power suit like you're a high-powered businesswoman in the 80s.
あとはこうしてこ
And some of these. And some of these. Almost there. And done. But you know, we're not going to show any CGs for it or anything. That could be entirely too expensive.
そろそろいいかな。
うお入りになられて結構ですわ。
Ooh.
こりゃ化けたな。
I'm wearing a gorgeous red cape embroidered with gold and black thread. The fine details and pure silver clasp look good even at a glance. And the fabric feels sublime on my skin. That is significantly less stupid than what I was expecting out of this scene. The whole ensemble looks like something a royal would wear. I'm sure I resemble one from behind. A prince, specifically. How did we get here again? Why do you have me in men's clothing?
人々の警戒心を解きたいんでしょ。それなら色仕掛けしかありませんよ。
And again, I ask, why men's clothing?
女性の方が情報通ですから、きっとこれで皆協力してくれますよ。
Is it really that simple?
それでは行ってみましょう。
Onward to actual plot developments. Well.
コンラッド様がお亡くなりになられたなんて信じたくないわ。
そうね。これで間違ってルーシェン殿下までなんてことになったら絶望だわ。
噂じゃクライオス様に疑いがかかってるんでしょ。私ブロマイド全種類集めてるくらい好きなのに。
ちょっとあれ見て。
Oh my gosh, it's a ghost!
何よ。
No, it's just us.
あの赤いマントの方、なんて美しいのかしら。
美しい男なんてコンラッド様やルーシェン様で見慣れてるでしょ。そんなに騒ぐこと。
The voice actress didn't irk, I'm very upset. And saving this for future thumbnail purposes.
一体どこの貴公子？あんな人初めて見たわ。
Man, it's tough being beautiful.
ブロマイド売ってるかしら。100枚買うわ。
Pardon me. I'm looking into the Membrum incident. Would you help me with my investigation?
その声はもしかして女性？
Is there something wrong with that?
めっそうもない。こういう方を男装の霊人というのね。なんて素敵なの。ね。ちょっと気を失わないで。
あの方はどなた？
女性なの？そうなの？だけどお近づきになりたいわ。
Well, I've got some good news for you about how air works in that case.
なんだこの騒ぎは。どんどん女が寄ってくるぞ。
一目見た瞬間から分かってましたよ。彼女は女性にモテるタイプだって。この国の男性は女性を侮ったり高圧的に接する嫌いがありますからね。彼女のような物腰の柔らかな美丈夫は求められて当然でしょう。
Okay, children, are you all taking notes? This will be on the test. Yes, we're talking about you, Zen. Got that goddamn cigarette. Gonna give people cancer.
あ、ゼン殿、どちらに？
それでですね。
Why did you stop? Well...
私もお話に加えていただけませんか。
Oh no, they're too powerful. There's Zen here. Told him he could leave this to me. Zen greets the other women with a gentle smile. Just that simple change does wonders for his image. He's the perfect picture of a handsome intellectual. A topic I would know absolutely nothing about. It also leads to an extreme shift in the mood. The woman answers every question he poses, and she begins to ask about him in turn. Not even sure what we're investigating anymore. Da-da-da. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. I think he's only doing this because Mail warned him about his usual expression, but still. Okay. This bit has been going on for quite a while.
大盛況でしたね。
Better at least got a skill out of this or something, I swear to God. I didn't expect it to be so successful. Is the idea of a woman in men's clothing so novel?
それだけじゃないと思いますけどね。まあ私は日頃から男女分けることなく好きな服、似合う服を着たらいいと思っているので、とても有意義な時間でした。
You know, maybe if they made women's clothing with a reasonable amount of pockets, that would happen sometimes.
ゼン殿もやればできるじゃないですか。
一生分笑った。
Zen, you make me feel so seen.
私はルーシェン様に呼ばれてるのでこれにて。ゼン殿、約束守ってくださいね。
顔が痛え、ヒクヒクするぜ。クラヨスはすげえな。いっつもあの顔してやがるんだから。
Actually, my cheeks are starting to tighten up too. Might have slept wrong last night or something.
あ、どうした？
I really hope the mic did not pick up on the cracks my face just made. That was horrifying. It's the first time I've seen you smile like that.
あ？
You joke about Vice Commander Cryas, but even I can see from your behavior that you're used to courting women.
なれ？バカ言うな。ちょっと話しただけだろ。
Gee, he's so kawaii. Should we need to speak with other women, I'll leave the questioning to you. Smile like that, there's no need for me to dress up like this.
あのな。
Alright, listen here, you little shit.
あの顔初めて見たって。そりゃそうだろ。俺はお前の前じゃ作り笑いなんかしたことねえんだから。
Well, I see.
そうだよ。
And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me.
メイドたちから聞き出した情報をまとめるか。まず俺が聞いたのは。
Wait, we learned something? My god, this went better than I expected.
コンラッドとルーシェンが不仲だったという話が多かったな。貴族はコンラッド派と殿下派に真っ二つに分かれて
So much murder suspense, I forgot this was an Otome game. You know, I actually think they've been doing a decent job of striking the balance. I've been quite enjoying myself. Alright, Lucian has a motive if we ignore all of the murders that occurred before this. Well, the one murder. Ish did stop us. Still, you know, you'd think. I heard talk of Conrad's more illicit activities. He apparently led an underground organization. He was said to have dealt in the slave trade, drugs, and near-extinct plant specimens. People apparently already knew that. And yet nothing is getting done. How do we resolve this issue? The rumors include the detail that Vice Commander Cryus was the one to have crushed it. Sorry, he did what now? When did that happen?
それメイドに聞いたのか
No, from a young noblewoman. She mentioned hearing it from her father. I don't have any proof, but I had heard of his dealings with slavery in another timeline as well. Still, this was the first I'd heard of the Vice Commander crushing his organization. Yeah, Cryus, like... On the one hand, good going. On the other hand, why is this not common knowledge? I know full well that he's an accomplished individual, but that he could stand against an entire underground organization is... hard to believe.
本当だよ。俺も付き合ったからな。
Alrighty, thanks for letting me know about that. You were? How did that come about?
最初の世界戦でどっかの誰かさんにコンラッドの不正について相談されたからだよ。
Certain someone? Who was that? Oh, you're talking about me. I get it. They're sneaky little snakes, and... Oh god, my eyes! Ah. Yes, I know, I was there at the time.
闇組織はガルダの密輸もやってたみたいだな。クライアスとも利害が一致したってことで実行した。フィデルも暇だからってことでついてきて。
Yeah, that sounds like him. You dismantled an organization with just 3 people. We would dismantle the organization with 1 person. The Cybermen are superior in only one respect. You are better at dying.
まあ完全とは言えねえけどな。人身売買だけは根絶できなかった。
Yeah, it does seem like the important bit. I see. That's a shame. Slavery's like a total bummer and stuff.
なんだその微妙そうな顔は。
I always planned to reveal Conrad's unscrupulous deeds to the world myself. I didn't expect it to be all but dealt with already.
肩透かし食らった感じが。
Yeah, that's kind of what I just said, thank you. It's my fault for taking so long to do anything. Thank you. I'm glad you stopped him.
いいとか悪いとかじゃねえだろ。こういうことはやれるやつがやりゃいいんだ。
So you're saying I can't handle it, huh? Is that what you're saying, huh? Yeah. Thank you.
俺がやったことは全部隠匿したはずだったんだけどな。そう何年も隠せるもんじゃねえか。
I'm sure Conrad himself had begun to realize what happened too. He likely despised your roles in his organization's downfall. So we could spin this as evidence against either, a motive rather, against either of our remaining non-us suspects. Of course, I would argue that motive is the absolute weakest form of evidence, but apparently the game disagrees.
動機の糸口が見つかったな。
You sure we should bring this up during the trial?
親玉は死んじまったんだ。かわいよしねえよ。他に何か気になる情報は
They were all so angry at Prince Lucian. He acts with an irreproachable conduct and is otherwise perfect, but they describe him as cold and unfeeling. They also said the reason Conrad was able to keep support despite the nasty rumors circulating about him was due to Prince Lucian's behavior. Now that I think on it, weren't you close with Prince Lucian in that first timeline?
ま、妙に懐かれてたな。兄貴にいじめられまくってたから、中立の俺を頼りたくなったんだろう。あとは、そうだな。あの世界線でもお前のことは気にかけてた。幼馴染なんだろう。
Yeah, that comes up occasionally. Yeah, I don't remember much to be honest. Well, I'm curious, do we still have our... Okay, they have taken away all of our evidence from the previous trial day, so... I guess that bit of physical evidence I was making so much hay about doesn't exist anymore. But I suppose he's always been nice to me. Right from the very start.
今は前と比べ物にならないくらい露骨だけどな。もう一つ気になることがある。メイル・ディアス。医師がよく仮の姿に使う人間。お前も知ってる通り、医師は誰にでも化けることができる。けど、なぜかメイルばっかを隠れ蓑に選んでやがる。
That's incredibly suspicious. That's been bugging me too.
他人に化けるってのは結構しんどいもんらしい。お前の未来予知と同じでかなり力を使うそうだ。一度変身したらそう簡単に解けないとかなんとか。メイルの姿でいるのはそれだけ必要に駆られるってことだ。メイルじゃなきゃできないことがあるんだろう。例えば。
Well, as the court painter, he would have access to the entire royal family.
近づきたい相手がいるからとかな。
Conrad, Lucian, the king. The king is the guy we know has the most extreme secret that would need the most help to hide. On the other hand, Princess Evelina is one of our main antagonists, so you know, rule of conservation of detail. You don't think he needs to get close to the royal family, do you?
さっきメイルはルーシェンに呼ばれたとか言ってたな。
The remark skill has been acquired.
ああ、素敵な方だった。寿命が5年は伸びたわ。
Her crops are watered, her skin is flourishing, her joint pain has been treated.
後から来た行政官もかっこよかったわよね。文官とは思えない体格で頭も良さそうで。
あんな素晴らしい人がメンブルムなはずないわ。私、あの方を支持する。
私も。
Man, being handsome has so many advantages. Alright, if you're so concerned about Lucian, let's go talk to him ourselves. Wow. Hey, this is the room where you died in that other timeline. Crazy, right? We've been searching for you, Prince Lucian. Why are you being so noisy, baby? No loudmouth. Woof yourself.
父から外出禁止を命じられまして、あてもなく城内を回っていました。
His eyes are so bright and so flat. I just want to pop them out of his skull and take a bite out of them like a Granny Smith.
来てくださってよかった。あなたにどうしてもお話ししたいことがあったのです。
Okay. Now what would that be?
なぜ行政官の制服を着ている？
試験に合格しまして、来月より着任予定です。本日は軽い職場見学で参りました。
ゼン・ソルフィール
Yes, that is his name, thank you.
ド。ガルダ翼騎士団のキャソロックの友人にして、 路上で倒れていたところを助けられた過去がある。彼の願いを叶えるために無茶をしたことも何度かあったとか。君がキャソロックを敵に回してまで彼女についている理由がわからない。
つまりこう言いたいわけですか。俺がクライオスのスパイとしてこいつについて。
Our administrator's a spa. Vice Commander Cryas knew I would visit him. Then there's Master Tyrell. Both are incredibly far-sighted and could easily predict my actions. But... worry not, Prince Lucian. I am aware that the bond between Zen and Vice Commander Cryas runs deep, but I am just as sure that I understand Zen. He would not tell a lie that could hurt someone. He is not so adroit that he could act as a spy in these circumstances.
せえな。
You're blushing. Neener neener.
よほど信頼しているのですね。少し羨ましいです。
Envious.
あなたがそこまでおっしゃるなら私も信じましょう。
念を押しますね。もしかして門番に俺だけ追い返させようとしたのはあなたの仕業ですか。
入場規制を行っているのは父ですよ。私がやったのは彼女にのみ入場許可を出しただけです。
You are so easily exploited, Lucian. Which, I mean, under the circumstances I appreciate, but it is a problem.
やっぱ俺を締め出したかったんじゃねえか。
私には外出禁止令が出ているため、あなたに会いに行くわけにはいかなかった。
Formulate a game plan?
本当に良かったです。
So, what was it you wanted to speak to me about?
今夜の裁判で私と組みませんか？
Sure, why not? Well...
今回殺されたのは兄上。私たち兄弟の関係が良くないことは城内外問わず知られていることです。傍からは私が最も怪しく見えるでしょう。ですが私は兄上を殺していない。
I assure you, I understand that better than anyone. Vice Commander Cry suspects I am the culprit. I doubt he will confront you about it, and only I will get anything out of working with you. Zen tries to silence me with his gaze, but there's something I absolutely must confirm here. So, why do you wish to work with me?
私があなたの味方につくことがあなたにとってメリットになるのですか？
Almost certainly. Oh, yes, of course.
そうですか。
Prince Lucian smiles as though he's relieved. Sure, the sentiment is genuine, but that only makes me more suspicious.
浮かない表情ですね。私のことが信じられませんか？
It's not that. It's the opposite, really. I'm just... not sure how it is you can trust me so readily.
あなたは正直な方ですね。利用できるものは利用してしまえばいい。
Is this what they say about not looking gift horses in the mouth?
別にあなただけにしかメリットがないわけではないのですよ。裁判において我々が相対しているのはキャソロックでも魔女でもありません。民衆です。
Yeah, fuck the people. What have they done for me lately?
王位を手に入れるために私が兄を殺した。そう信じる者は少なくありませんし、そうあってほしいと願う者だっているでしょう。例えば兄の支持者とかね。
He may be right. Should Prince Lucian ascend to the throne, all of Conrad's backers will be chased from their positions of power.
私を処刑するために民衆を扇動する貴族がいるとも聞きます。立場の危うさはきっとあなた以上でしょう。議場に立つ者の中に味方がいることは何よりも強みです。互いに擁護し合いながらキャソロックを追求できるのですから。
That is surprisingly ruthless politicking coming from a man like you. that's what you want to do, then I understand. I'd gladly help.
けど手を組むってのは具体的にどういうことです？裁判中互いに擁護し合うってことですか？
Well, apparently it was all we needed to get through the last trial day. I guess that's the most important thing.
それは当然のことだが、それだけでどうにかなるとは思えない。キャソロックの手強さは昨夜の裁判で思い知った。守りに徹していても勝てないだろう。攻めの一手が欲しいところだ。例えばキャソロックが兄上を殺す動機とか。
Well, as it happens, does he have a motive? Of course he doesn't. The Vice Commander is entirely innocent after all. I can't just let it end there. If I'm to live through this, I need to make it look like there's something worth considering.
キャソロックの弱みは知らないか。どんなことでも構わないから教えてくれ。
あいつは万能ですよ。どんなことでも器用にこなすし、欠点らしいものは一つもない。
I mean, he does have that terminal disease, but we've already resolved that plot thread.
評判はよく聞く。神に二物も三物も与えられたような男だと。
Sorry, I meant he has a terminal disease.
アナスタシア殿、あなたは何か心当たりはありませんか？
Somehow I doubt it. Dead sister is a way more interesting answer, but frankly, I'm not sure how it actually ties back in. What's in his article again? One knight, vice commander, female knight. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna play hardball. Vice Commander Cryas had a younger sister. I explained how his sister was a nun, and that her untimely death may very well have been at the hands of the cardinals.
教会がそのようなことを。
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of the whole reason they exist.
兄上はクロム教を他国に普及させるための費用を自己負担すると先日発表しました。
It's not entirely logical, but we are dealing with a witch trial, and it is a fucking nuclear option.
もしキャソロックが教会を憎んでいるなら、この布教活動をよく思わないでしょう。姉君のような思いをする者が増えることにつながりかねませんから、それを防ぐために。
もし仮にそうだとしたら、クライオスは教会の連中を殺すだろう。
それもそうだな。あまりいい手とは言えない。しかし、これだけでは足りないか。どうしても兄上との接点が見つからなければ、別の角度から調べてみるか。
Don't look at me like that. Come on, dang it, Lemmy. Let me go through. Yes, today, please. What happens if we do pick this? Did you read the paper this morning? There's an article that focuses on Vice Commander Cryas' actions during the trial.
いえ、見せていただけますか。なるほど。あなたを厳しく責め立てたことで、女性の支持者たちが不審に思っていると。
In my 8 years serving him, I've not once seen anything resembling a weakness. That being said, I think this is the first time I've seen the papers so critical of him.
キャソロックを激高させ、あえてあなたを責めさせ、そしてあなたが涙を流せば、民衆の心をつかむことができるかもしれません。
That is a dirty, rotten trick.
確かに人間は悲劇が好きな生き物ですもんね。 問題はあのポーカーフェイスを激高させることと、この馬鹿正直に演技ができるかっていう。
Those are both very dangerous plans. Hey, lay off it.
大丈夫です。目薬を差し上げますから。しかしこれだけでは足りないか。
After briefly discussing the issue, we take our leave of Prince Lucian.
よく殿下にクライオスの兄貴のこと言わなかったな。知ってんだろ、兄貴が枢機卿たちに殺されたこと。それで教会側に逆恨みされてることも。
This has nothing to do with this current predicament.
あいつならうまいこと料理できたと思うぜ。案外頭もあるし、事前にお前と組もうとするくらいの悪知恵は働く王子様だ。
Am I so naive to hope we can avoid desecrating the dead?
ま、手加減をしたことで死んじまったら元も子もねえが。
You say that even though you're going to judge me for doing what you're exactly describing.
なるべく傷つけたくないって気持ちはわかるぜ。お前は人を守るために戦ってるんだもんな。
Sin, OMG, kawaii.
クライオスの過去を利用しなくても一応策は立てられたんだ。
It's not a good
それ
plan,
でよ
mind
しとし
you.
ようぜ。
Yeah. Thank you. We will still be betraying the Vice Commander's trust. Something I'm sure Zen is aware of. He truly is a gentle soul. I wish it was only my blood that needed to be spilled to end this cruel game. The Tearful Entreaty skill has been acquired. Alright, the last shot. What do you have to say in your defense, Cryas?
どうぞ。ゼンニー、アナスタシア。よく来てくれたな。ちょうど会いに行こうと思ってたところだったんだ。
今はあんま出歩かない方がいいんじゃないか。新聞読んだか。結構叩かれてたぞ。
そうみたいだな。
Those the writings of one who only knows you on the surface. You don't need to worry about all that. You need to worry about the fact that we're going to frame you for murder in a few hours.
おい。
お前が擁護してくれるんならイメージダウンは避けられそうだな。
何がイメージダウンだ。役者でも気取ってんのか。
柄じゃないことは分かってるさ。けど俺の顔は案外使えるんだよ。寄付金を集めるのに重宝してる。それにこの国では民意は重いものだ。言われもないことで魔女と告発されて処刑されるのは何もこの状況下だけではない。
Normal, healthy country.
雑談はこのくらいにして本題に移ろうか。コンラッド殿下のことは残念だったな。
No doubt, sorry you couldn't arrest him the old-fashioned way or something.
血のつながりはないが、お前にとってはいとこになるんだろう。付き合いはあったのか？
Well, in a previous timeline he tried to marry me, but then he framed me for tax evasion and had me burned alive, so, No, this incident was actually the first time I ever met him.
そうか。俺もまともに会話したのはこれが初めてだな。
It would be much harder to pin any blame on Vice Commander Christ this time around now that they've thrown out all the evidence I was trying to use against him earlier.
お前は一応偉いんだろう。王族と話すことも珍しくなかったんじゃないか。
コンラッド殿下はガルダに一切興味がなかった。反対にパーカー殿下はガルダへの関心が深いんだから。王族との関わりなんてそのくらい。
Parker. I need pictures. Pictures of Gyarados.
そういえば何年か前に ルーシェン殿下の剣の稽古にお付き合いしたことがあったな。
Okay, that is something that would have been useful to know last time, now that it would have taken us in the direction the game wanted us to go, and we've already made up our mind that you're the one who's gonna go down for this, so, sorry, not sorry. You did?
ほんの数回程度だし、あまり会話もなかったから、向こうはほとんど覚えてないんじゃないかな。俺もすっかり忘れていた。しかし、コンラッド殿下の死は我が国にとっては大きな打撃だな。殿下が取り仕切っていた事業はいくつもある。おそらくルーシェン殿下が引き継ぐことになるだろうな。
お前、今回は誰を疑ってる？
My heart lurches. Dan's no-nonsense attitude strikes again. When will this foul attitude's crime spree cease?
そうだな。順当に行けば、コンラッド殿下と対立していたルーシェン殿下だろうが、今の時点では何とも言えない。アナスタシアはどうだ？
I've still got too much to think about. I can't give a concrete answer right now.
そうだよな。アナスタシア、昨日の夜は一人で過ごしたのか？
Yes, I did. Did you? I already know the answer, of course, but I specifically ask about it anyway.
俺はティレルといたよ。お互い眠らないように監視しようって話してたんだ。結局、魔女の魔法にはかなわなかった。
Maybe if we just stare at each other hard enough, the sleeping magic won't work. Can't believe such a brilliant plan didn't take effect. Well,
それに引き換え、魔法を退けたコンラッド殿下はすごいな。さすが女神の末裔だ。
てめえはそんなもん信じちゃいねえだろ。
yeah, you aren't stupid.
ま、本当に魔法を退ける力があるなら、そもそもサクリファイスにもなってないよな。
そこに気づいてたくせに裁判では追及しなかったな。
たった1時間で決着をつけなければならない中で、弁舌家なコンラッド殿下を論破するのは無意味だし、時間の無駄だ。
コンラッドは無実だと確信していたんだな。
ちゃんと当たっただろ。ま、もう一方の予測は外れたが。他に聞きたいことはあるか？
No, I'm finished. We'll be leaving now.
わかった。今夜また会おう。あ
Well,
あ、そうだ。一つ言い忘れていたことがあった。不満なんだが、医師が言うにはただの腹痛だったそうだ。妊娠ではなかった。
yeah, I'm not dumb enough to fall for something like that. I immediately realize it's a trap and devote my energies to keeping my expression composed. You are a crafty, crafty man, cries Castle Rock. I will feel very bad about killing you. Is that right? I'm at least glad we had the vet look over her again, so I'd like to trust his judgment. Dang, I'm good at this.
ティレルはクライオスがメンブルムじゃないって確信してるみたいだな。じゃなきゃ同じ部屋で夜を明かそうなんて思わない。
I agree.
ティレルは進行役だから裁判には直接介入してこなかった。けど、今回は違う。全面的にクライオスを援護してくるはずだ。医師の怒りを買う覚悟で。
It's a wonderful friendship they have. Their bond must run deep.
それティレルの前でも言ってみろ。
He'd probably whip us senseless, and not in the fun, sexy kind of way. I think I'll pass. Oh, that's right. Vice Commander Kreis and Master Tiro
問
are...
題ねえよ。勝機はこっちにある。
You sure about that? It doesn't seem possible.
これから作るんだよ。
You're going to make the impossible possible and kick reason to the curb. Gurren Lagann was a perfectly 5 out of 10 average anime I never think about. Don't at me. Oh, you're so optimistic. But you're right. Victory is not given. It's earned. He always manages to cheer me up right when I need it most. I'm so glad he's with me through all this. Alright, that's all the time we've got. I feel fairly good about what we laid out this time. Hopefully we will not game over immediately, for bullshit reasons. Hopefully. Time has flown by. With it being 11 PM, there's not much else we can do. Except wait for them to... On this night of chaos, a fiendish moon hangs from the sky. Turn out the sun. It's so purple. The trial will be starting soon. I should review the information I've obtained. Alright, the prince's autopsy report. Crime seems on Bloom Lane. Blood loss due to being stabbed in the back, signs of a cranial injury present. That was probably from when we... or rather, when Zen fucking decked him. Murder weapon was a long blade. That's probably not going to be able to be connected to us in any way. And poor Barry. Blood loss due to a stab wound in the heart. Bruises on his chest and abdomen indicate he was kicked. Do you think they'll be able to figure out that he was, they were both conscious and therefore this crime took place before the sleeping magic kicked in? Cryas's file is the same as last time. We already read Cryas's article. Those female fans who witnessed the intense hounding of his female subordinate in the last trial were shocked at the display, and that's the same statement from last time. Cryas spent the night with his friend and Inquisitor Tyrell. They monitored each other to stave off sleep, but neither were strong enough to fight off the sleeping magic. Cryas once worked with Tyrell and Zen to destroy the underground organization Conrad manages. Now, they are unsure if Conrad himself knew of their involvement. If he did, he would likely resent them deeply. There's our motive. Lucian... Same article. Lucian's reputation has improved rapidly due to his performance in the last trial. Many have put their faith in him as the scion of the goddess, believing he will save them. The struggle for the crown greatly affects the nobility as well. They're split into Conrad and Lucian camps, and this has led to a destabilization of the government. It's almost like interdepartmental fighting is a bad idea or something. Hey, that's us. Read that already. After discovering her harsh past of abuse by her stepmother and witnessing her superior's hounding in court, many sympathize with her. We're really not playing this one based off of any evidence, are we? Trial rules. They've just been using that same voice clip every trial. Does this guy just have a recording he plays or something? Alright, bring on the bacon. Lucian's in first, but not by much. We can turn this around pretty easily. You might think we don't have to, but I guarantee you Christ is going to turn this around on us as soon as the trial begins. Tonight, I face off against Vice Commander Kryos. Zen, you previously mentioned you were grateful for something the Vice Commander had done for you. What exactly happened?
んなことしたところで何になる？辛くなるだけだろ。
Joke's on you, there is no more depressed than where I am at any given moment. I want to know how you feel, just as you've come to understand my own feelings. Zen puts his finished cigarette into his portable ashtray.
ついてだ。この8年のことを話しておくか。医師に契約を持ちかけられたのは、お前が8年前に死に戻りした直後だ。あの時は何が起きたかわけがわからなくて、てっきり奴の仕業かと思った。けどお前のやったことだって分かって、医師はお前とゲームを楽しむんだと上機嫌だよ。ろくなことにならねえなと思ってた矢先、あの契約だ。揉め事に付き合わなくて済むし、元の世界に帰れるし、俺にはメリットだらけ。何の迷いもなく受けたよ。
Now you question everything. Character developments.
けど、クライオスやティレルと出会ったことで、この世界への見方が少し変わった。
You met them after my fatal rewind? I was under the impression you knew them before that.
行政官だった時な。一応あの時から顔見知りではあった。軽く話す程度のことで、今ほど付き合いがあったわけじゃねえ。特にクライオスは笑顔がうさんくせえから。
I remember Master Tiro saying something similar. The Vice Commander's smile certainly has its detractors. There's one more thing that's been on my mind. When we first met, you were the son of Viscount Sorefield. Is that all a lie?
そうに決まってるだろ。
Okay, thank you. Someone with such an unverifiable background could never earn a position in the castle. Not without magic in any case.
魔法なんか使ってねえよ。使ったのは権力だ。
Influence? Whose?
ルーシェン王子に雇われたんだ。町で王子がゴロツキに襲われたことがきっかけでな。それで妙に懐かれて城に来てくれって頼まれたんだ。
Incredible. But it makes sense. It's quite daring of him to think he could hire a commoner he met on the street.
豪気なもんか。俺が断ったらあの野郎ボロボロ泣いたんだぞ。城勤めなんて絶対ごめんだと思ったの。
He cried a lot because he's a big ol' weenie. Now that you mention, I guess I made him cry too. So he got you with his tears, did he? That explains why he knew so much about Prince Lucian, as well as why he believes Prince Lucian's change in personality to be so strange.
王子も城勤めもめんどくさかったぜ。お前が8年も死に戻りしてくれたおかげで、今はマシな人生を送れてる。
Wow, roasted.
それだけでも感謝しなくちゃいけなかったのに、無駄がっちまって。
Yeah, you should have been more grateful that I got you to lose your job and wound up unemployed and starving on the street. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
ああ。クライオスとティレルっていうダチができて、この世界にも情が生まれた。それでふと俺が医師と結んだ契約は正しかったのか、急に気になったんだ。魔女同士が遊んでるだけなら何も気にしなかったが、広場で大虐殺が起きた上、 クライオスが狙われるようになって、無関係ではいられねえって思ったんだ。
Exposition, exposition, over and over and over again.
何か俺にできることはないか、ずっと探してたよ。
And did you find anything?
見つかる前にお前に酒場で捕まった。
Oh.
一応メンブルムに狙われる確率が高そうなティレルの護衛はしてたが、意味なかったな。
Why did you think he'd be targeted?
魔女側からしたら異端審問官って敵だろう。まあそんな単純にはいかなかったけどな。
Is it ever? It makes a compelling argument. So many others in my inner circle have suffered from these trials, so why has Master Tyrell been spared? I can't predict the witch at all. When will I finally have the answers I seek? Things make a lot more sense now that I know how and why you've acted the way you have, but... What about all this explains your gratitude to the Vice Commander?
さて、そろそろ時間だな。
Don't change the subject, you parasite! He completely ignored me. What a dick. This too was an expression of his kindness. I decide not to press the issue since I'm sure he doesn't want me to shoulder any more burdens than I have to. Once this is over, I can use my fatal rewind. It doesn't have to end here. The biggest problem I've yet to fix is that I can't return to the date and time I want to. Only off by a day or a few hours usually, but still.
そんなことが起きてるのか。
Take the last one, for example. I intended to go back to the afternoon we spoke, but when I woke, it was already evening. I should probably give myself more leeway.
あの時は昼まで時間戻ってたぞ。
What?
お前んち行ったけど応答がなくて、てっきり別の行動をとってるんだろうと思ってたんだが。
Oh my. My back itches, as if the cold scales of a snake are crawling up my back. I told you to watch out for snakes. Why doesn't anyone ever listen to me? You feel your snakes crawling on your back.
おい、本当に大丈夫かよ。
Yeah, I just got a bit dizzy.
仮にだぞ。
So, hypothetically speaking, would you rather fight 100 horses the size of ducks or one duck the size of a horse? Hypothetically. Probably the horses the size of ducks. I feel like they wouldn't be able to hit me very hard, and they can't, like, climb me or anything because they don't have opposable thumbs.
やれるだけのことやって力を尽くして、それでもどうにもならなかったら、その時は逃げちまえばいい。今まで散々働いたんだ。世界が滅びるまで休みもらったってバチは当たらねえだろ。諦めるんでも負けでもねえ。行き着くとこまで行ったってことで見切りつけるだけだ。
You know, I wish I were allowed to take vacations. Yeah. Thank you, Zen. But first we have to go set a man on fire. Gonna wind up going over time, but you know what, fine, I'm hyped for this trial. Tonight is the second carnival. Not sure how many of the 300 jurors have been replaced, if they have at all. They are far calmer this time around.
300人の陪審員よ。
You're supposed to say order in the court. How many times do we have to go over this?
これよりサクリファイスたちが議論を行う。その様子を見て最も怪しいと思う者に投票してくれ。真実を見極めるのはお前たちの目だ。私は異端審問官のティレル・アイ・リスター。この魔女の魔女による魔女のための魔女裁判を取り仕切るものだ。
Wonder how much money he wound up losing out on by them just recycling this voice clip over and over again.
ここは魔女の作り出した空間。魔女の意にそぐわなければ命はないだろう。心しておくように。それでは議論開始。
Let's roll.
さて
Don't feel like sitting through that again.
たった一晩しか経っていないのに生き残っているのは我々だけ。
It's pretty rad, isn't it?
早いな。
犠牲となった者たちのためにも今夜こそ決着をつけなくてはならない。前回と同様、現時点で怪しんでいる人物を公表しよう。
Alright, we've made up our mind. We're going after Cryos.
私はクライオス・キャスロックこそメンブルムだと確信している。
俺はアナスタシア・リンゼルを
Now it's my turn to answer. Cryos Castle Rock.
前回は一人一人を改める流れでしたが、どうしますか？
民衆の中には私を疑う者も多くいるだろう。潔白を証明するためにも私がメンブルムだという前提で質疑してくれ。
We got in suspicion last time because I was too quiet. I should probably be more vocal this trial. Skills are now available. Use skills to challenge the Sacrificia's statements.
昨晩は裁判後、まっすぐ城に戻られ。
How much doubt we have any actual relevant stuff here.
いや、教会で20分ほど祈りを捧げてから城に戻った。疑うなら護衛の騎士に聞いてみるといい。
その必要はないでしょう。というより、あまり意味がありませんか。
もっと本気でかかってきてくれないか。そうでないと民衆の疑念を晴らすことができない。
先日の裁判でコンラッド殿下はあなたこそメンブルムであると断言している。
And now he's dead. How did that work out for him?
コンラッド殿下が生きていれば今回もまた同じ展開になったでしょう。それが煩わしかったのではありませんか。
I heard that you were the subject of awful teasing by your brothers when you were younger. Do you not resent them for this treatment?
ないと言えば嘘になりますね。ですがもう吹っ切れました。兄たちも子供だった。子供の犯した罪の大半は許されるべきでしょう。確かに私と兄上は争っていた。けれど不仲ゆえではない。より良い王となるための切磋なのだ。兄上は私にとって邪魔な存在ではない。壁だ。あくまで壁は越えるもの。破壊してしまっては何の意味もない。
As opposed to nuisances, which are meant to be stabbed repeatedly, I guess.
あなたが味方になってくれるのはとても心強いです。
ま、どう考えてもあなたがコンラッド殿下を殺害するとは思えません。メンブルムは理性を失うと聞いたことはありますが、 仮にあなたがそんな状態だったとしても兄君は選ばない。なぜなら彼はあなたの敵ではないから。
失礼な男だ。兄上の優秀さは誰もが認めるものだったのに。
それでもあなたにはかなわないでしょう。しかしそんなあなたでも決して勝てない人物がいる。ジェームズ・ノイシュバーン王です。
Where are you going with this?
王はまだお若い上にご健勝だ。あなたが即位するのは当分先のことでしょう。王がご存命であるうちはどうやっても王にはなれない。
You know, when he turned up in that previous trial, the words young and healthy weren't exactly what came to my mind.
だから私が武王を支持すると。それが私がメンブルムではないという根拠なら、あえて否定させていただこう。キャスロック、私はあなたが思っているほど権力に固執していない。むしろ全てを捨てて旅に出るのが昔からの夢だ。
He wanted to go to Disney World. The nobles have split into two firm camps formed around their support of either you or Prince Conrad. How does this split in the government make you feel?
もちろん由々しき事態ですが、王位継承をめぐる対立はいつの世もあったことです。国政の正常化のために兄を殺害しようとは思いませんよ。
次はお前だ、アナスタシア。
Here comes the money.
キャソロック、あなたはなぜそこまで彼女を疑っている？
俺もお尋ねしたいですね。なぜ殿下はそこまでこいつを信じているんですか？
Does raise the shadow of a valid point.
殿下は理知的で冷静。市場に振り回されることはない。世間の評判通りの方です。なのにこいつのことになると途端に変わってしまう。表情にこそ出さないが、こいつを守ろうとするあまり言動に矛盾が生まれている。あなたらしくない。俺から見るとまるで母親を信じる無垢な子供のようだ。
That is an interesting metaphor.
彼女には兄上たちを殺害する動機がないから。彼女がメンブルムであればもっと別の人物を狙うと思う。それに彼女は血のつながりこそはないがいとこ関係にある。幼少期は城内で遊ぶこともある。彼女が魔女の手に落ちるとは到底思えない。
なるほど。俺も似たような理由ですよ。俺はこいつのことをよく知っている。
So basically nobody has any evidence
強
from
烈な違和
anybody,
感を覚え
right?
るんです。
私より彼女を知っていると言いたいのか？
ええ、違いますか？
Dang roasted.
強烈な違和感というのはあなたの主観に過ぎない。説得力に欠けるな。
I assert my innocence.
説得力に欠けるというのは前回の裁判でも言われました。だからちゃん
Sure
と
you have.
対策してきましたよ。メンブルムはコンラッド殿下を殺害するつもりはなかった。殺さざるを得なかったんですよ。
どういう？
アイビン殿の内ポケットに懐中時計が入っていました。死の直前に強烈な蹴りを入れられたため動かなくなってしまっていますが。
Oh no, it's the oldest trick in the book! Irving. The name of Conrad's guard. The very man I knocked out before Zen robbed him of his life.
時計が止まったのは1時35分。犯行時刻より25分早いんですよ。 通常メンブルムは人々が魔法によって寝静まった2時から3時の間動き出します。なのに今回は違った。見られてはならないシーンをコンラッド殿下に目撃されてしまった。逃げられるわけにはいかないから護衛ともども気絶させ、そして殺した。
And what was that something he wasn't supposed to see, do you insinuate?
兄上は運が悪かったということか。いや、ブロームレインに向かったのはおそらく兄上医師。何かのっぴきならない目的があったんだろうな。
You know, I've got to say, we are doing astonishingly well at keeping our reputation up.
なぜだと思いますか？
サクリファイス同士で手を組もうとしたのか。
俺もそう思います。メンブルムに呼び出されたならこんな突発的な犯行になるはずありませんから。
I attempt to alter the flow of conversation, but it doesn't go in my favor.
第2の被害者が出ることを予期してコンラッド殿下は同じサクリファイスを取り込もうとした。その交渉のために外出したのでしょう。
あの兄上とこんなことで血のつながりを感じるとはな。
この時点でルーシェン殿下は容疑者から外れる。弟君と交渉する気なら城内で済む話ですからね。
I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess we can make the same argument at Cries himself, though I'm not committed to it.
そして
Vice Commander Cries cuts himself off and leaves an unnatural silence.
コンラッド殿下は俺かこいつと交渉するつもりで外出したということになります。
Okay, sure, you can hang. Why not? The blade he'd once aimed at me now slides quietly back into its sheath. Oh. Even now he's trying to save me. That sucks.
最後はキャソロック。あなただ。
Okay, let's talk about what this
私は
bitch is
今回
about
の
you.
事件は兄上を狙ったものではないと考える。兄上は巻き込まれて殺された。犯人の真の狙いはもう一人の被害者、護衛騎士バリー・アイビーだ。
This is not the direction I was expecting this to go.
アイビーは最初は別の騎士団に所属していた。実力も人望も兼ね備えていた彼は幹部候補生として熱心に職務に取り組んでいた。ある時騎士団の副団長のポストが空いた。アイビンこそが次の副団長だと誰もが思っている。にもかかわらず彼は突然王宮騎士団に飛ばされた。
Was Barry Irving such an interesting figure?
補足があるなら付け加えてくれないか。アイビンについては私よりもあなたの方が詳しいだろう。キャ
Is
ス
this
ト
one of those turnabouts we've heard so much about?
アイビンが所属していたというのはガルダ翼騎士団だ。そして彼の代わりに副団長に昇格したのはあなただ。
Yeah, but it's gonna turn out that Barry Irving was also embezzling funds from the wings of Garda, so it's fine, don't worry about it.
王宮騎士団は名誉ある職人、望んだものではない。アイリンはあなたを憎んだはずだ。人知れずあなたを攻撃したこともあったかもしれない。それがどうにも煩わしくなって彼を殺害した。違うか、キャソロン。
No, I didn't want to turn him against him.
アイビン殿を王宮騎士団に推薦したことは認めます。私は何としてでも副団長にならなくてはなりませんでした。そのためにアイビン殿には去っていただいた。多少なりとも恨みは買っていたかもしれません。ですが私たちの間では何のいさかいも起きていませんよ。
You expect us to just take your word for that, do you?
王宮騎士団は花形です。高級ですし地位も高い。 わざわざ文句をつけるほどのことはなかったのでしょう。
アイリンが死んだ今、何とでも言えるな。
That is awfully convenient.
ええ、あなた。
It appears we are at an
昨日
impasse.
の裁判後、キャサロックは私に予言していた。次に殺される者がいるとしたら自分だと。そして自分が殺されればメンブルムは彼女だとも言っていた。予言は外れたな。私を混乱させるための発言だったのか。
I don't think that logic really works out.
あなたが味方になってくれるととても心。
確かに私は殺されなかった。けど死にかけたのは間違いありません。
And how is that?
なぜそんなことが言い切れる。
あらかじめドアに細工をしておいたんですよ。今朝起きたら細工が壊れていた。侵入者がいた証拠です。
Man, we suck at this.
何かの間違いでは。
ティレルが証人です。昨夜は一晩付き合ってもらった。俺はメンブルムではない。
Sounds exactly what the Membrum would say. The letter about Huma, the tampering of the door. In the space of a single night, Vice Commander Kreis has created a perfect alibi. A far cry from the way I impulsively killed Conrad. I will die if things continue like this. Then I'll have to resort to the fatal rewind, repeating my failures until I finally win. I must win. I must do so now. I need to make my next choice carefully. Anastasia's eyes are unfortunately dry. People are put to sleep between 2 and 3 in the morning and no one has an alibi, but what about outside of that? As Lucy was in the castle, his attendants and many others can speak to his presence. Vice Commander Kreis was with Master Tyrell, and Inquisitor Ria Sonomura, hello! Thank you for the raid! It's a pleasure to see ya. Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mitsuda Midoi. I am a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries, and we are playing Even If Tempest, an ultimate murder mystery dark fantasy. Courtroom drama type setup. It's hard to explain, but it'll all make sense when you say it. Anyway, we killed a person, and we're trying not to go to jail for it, but it's not going very well. Which is why you shouldn't kill people in real life either, children. Prince Lucian was in the castle. His attendants and many others can speak to his presence. Vice Commander Kreis was with Master Tyrell, an Inquisitor. As for me, I was with Zen. I'd have to force Zen to give a false testimony, but this is not an insurmountable wall. What if there was a witness? What if someone saw Zen and I head towards Bloom Lake? We'd no longer have a way out. We still don't know if Vice Commander Kreis and Master Tyrell have found a witness, but I know that expression. He must have one. Goddamn OP piece of crap. He's trying to make me admit to my own crimes in an attempt to save me. He's kind to the last, with a heart brimming with mercy. He's a far cry from someone as full of hatred as me. I have no interest in confessing. I don't care if I still have memories of having finished his roots. That was then and this is now. The man who once loved me is no longer here. The one who loved you has all but disappeared. The bond we shared fades to oblivion. Never again can we reclaim what has been lost. So sad. I have to do this. To win, to live, to earn what lies at the end of this long battle. I have to thrust Vice Commander Cryus into hell. Man, hell of a Thursday, isn't it? You can now present evidence. Present the evidence that proves Cryus Castle Rock is the Membrum. I mean, he's got a motive, that's the best I've got for you. Dinner BRB. Okay, you enjoy your foods, Rhea. It's probably important to keep you alive. 3 years ago, a single organization ruled over the darkness of this nation. It dealt in the slave trade, in drugs, and in the purchase and selling of near-extinct plants. I feel like I didn't deliver those in the most important order, but you know what, it's fine. Prince Conrad was said to lead this organization, with most in the castle speaking openly about it. And it was you, Vice Commander, who destroyed this organization. Correct? The truth of this destruction has remained hidden until now, but Prince Conrad may have discovered the truth. Either that or you feared eventual retaliation. Either way, it easily establishes a possible motive. That it is.
否定しないのか。
ええ、全て否定すると間接的にコンラッド殿下の罪を隠すことになる。それはちょっとね。
Well, we're not dead yet, that's probably a good sign.
コンラッド殿下の組織を潰したのは俺です。しかしそれだけだ。殺してなんかいません。
It is an extremely long story. 2 roads are laid out before me. Both are paths of evil. I would abandon this path now if I could. If I run from this, I won't be able to save anyone. I want to save everyone. To protect them. Even if it means sacrificing myself.
お前はずっと必死だったな。8年前翼騎士団に入団した時から俺とはあまりにも対照的で眩しかった。お前が異質に見えると言ったが間違いだな。お前は何も変わらない。そのことをマヤ殿は気づいていたんだな。
Meanwhile, the jury is sitting up in the rafters, going, "What? What are they talking about? Which of them is which of them is having their evil breakdown?"
生きたいと願う者が生き残る。信念のある者がこの先に進むべきだ。
Did we do?
民衆投票を始める。300人の陪審員よ、正しき判断を。
I think we do. Bloop. Hooray! We lived.
悪いな、ティレル。やっぱり俺には無理だった。
And it's so great how we don't have to actually address that issue with the alibis or the evidence that the culprit was a knight or anything like that. Mwah.
姉さん、今行くよ。土産話はたくさんあるから期待している。
What? What was that? I can't hear you over the phone. Can you speak up? Well. What are you barking at me? Stop that.
信用できない語り手って知ってる？
My dude, how many mystery novels do you think I've read in my life?
ミステリーは読まないかな？っていうか、読書の習慣がなさ
How
そう。
dare you?
君って脳筋だもんね。親切な僕が一つ一つ解説してあげよう。ま、覚えてられないだろうけど。まず語り手っていうのは物語を語る立場にある人物のことね。語り手は読者に正確な情報を伝えることを当然とされているわけなんだけど、信用できない語り手はね、読者や観客を騙したり誤解させるような行動をとるんだ。例えばそうだな、シンデレラのストーリーを思い浮かべてみて。
You know, it's really convenient how they have a Cinderella in this universe as well.
魔女はシンデレラのために美しいドレスと馬車を用意するわけだけど、実はこの物語の語り手の正体が魔女自身だったら？
I don't think the one who got Cinderella her glass slippers was a witch. I think you're lying.
シンデレラに用意したのは死に装束で、馬車は地獄行きだった。魔女のポジティブキャンペーンのために物語に細工してたりして。恋に嘘をついている場合だけじゃないよ。語り手だって人間だもん。事実を誤認していたり、無意識に見逃していたりってことがあっても仕方ないよね。君はどうなの？自分のこと信用できる語り手だと思ってる？目は開いてる？耳は塞いでない？都合の悪いことを曲解してない？真実を余すことなく拾い上げていると君は誓えるかな？
You're laying it on thick, aren't you, buddy?
いたぞ、あそこだ。くそ。
Why are we running?
アナスタシア。僕もクライオス副団長を殺してくれたな。
Okay, I guess that's fine.
おい、あの人にはどれだけ世話になった。もう旗で返しやがって。許さねえ。
Hey man, he lost that trial fair and square. What?
陪審員がそう判断したんだろうが、こいつに文句言う筋合いは。
外野は黙ってろ。
How virtuous can you really be if you're committing vigilante violence for Virtuous Wings Night? Zen! None of this is Zen's fault. Don't hurt him. I can't see Zen anymore, but I can hear the gut-wrenching sounds of fists and feet forcing themselves on another human being. I'm gonna save just because this game has crash issues and I'm paranoid. Gamerland DJ. I went over this a few minutes ago. My name is Meets to Madoy. I am a variety streamer who performs as a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries, a parallel universe where all works of mystery fiction in your world are in fact true stories. I make a point to keep at least one mystery game in our stream rotation at all times. And other than that, I am incredibly low energy. I don't know if I'd really call myself relaxing. Welcome aboard. By continuing to watch this stream, you begin to work at my forensics lab. Coats are in the back. I need you to go. Start by taking these blood samples, get to it. A stone flies out and hits me in the head. I reach a hand up out of reflex and my fingers touch something slick. Blood. You know, if your blood is really slick, I think that's not a good sign. You should probably talk to a doctor about that. Perhaps a hematologist of some sort.
クライオス様を殺すなんてひどい。あの方は絶対に無実だったのに。
そうだそうだ、もっとやれ。
Wow, rude.
待てよ、みんな怖くないのか。そいつが本当にメンブルムだったら今夜俺たちが殺されちまうと思わないのかよ。
それならそれで構わん。我らが副団長の無実が証明できるのだから。
You know, I don't feel like we won all that good.
さあ、魔女の手下よ。殺したければ殺せ。おお、殺撃士、よく言った。
Yeah, go get yourselves killed for no reason. That's how you succeed at life.
魔女の手下ね。処刑前に正義の鉄槌ってやつの味見をさせてやるよ。
Okay, I think you all have made your point. I'm thrown to the ground. They kick me over and over again. Their feet no duller than an axe against my stomach. I think I'm gonna take a nap now.
女の子が入団って聞いた時は何の冗談かと思ったが、必死に訓練するとこ見て思い直したよ。お前本気で騎士を目指してんだな。
Wow, okay, rude. Can you patronize me a little harder, Jackoff? You need to worry you might actually have some respect for me as a human being.
だったら俺たちの仲間に違いない。うちは貧乏騎士団だが仲良くやっていこうぜ。
Yeah, they're a destitute bunch. All they have is the, right to murder people. And this huge facility full of guns and weapons.
クライオス副団長にしごかれてたな。けど、何もお前のこと嫌ってるわけじゃないんだぞ。お前の騎士になりたいって気持ちを理解してるからこそ厳しくするんだ。けど、あんま無理するなよ。体壊しちゃ訓練どころだな。
No, 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 don't you break up on me. Don't you break up on me, game. Okay. Okay, we calm now.
お前なんかを信じた俺がバカだった。お前のせいで副団長は。
Please don't hit me like that.
あらさし
It's very rude.
行くぞ。待て。
No! Why would I do that just because you asked me to?
このまま逃げ回ってても見つかっちまうな。
Oh, do you have a better idea? What? He's right. We need to find a place to hide. Well, the church sounds more important. We're less likely to get us jumped. We should go to the church. It's not that far from here. Plus, it's a big old dome. The first thing Zen does once we're inside the church is bolt the door shut. Clearly no one will be able to see us through all these windows. It's the perfect crime.
大丈夫か。
I mean, I've only got a little bit of internal bleeding. That's where all the blood is supposed to be. Yeah.
2時まであと40分。ひとまずここでやり過ごすか。こんな夜中まで教会が開いてて助かったぜ。
Jesus, are we still not done yet?
どっか怪我したのか。そりゃそうだよな。無傷でいられるわけね。
It's nothing major since I made sure to take the defensive. What about you? No, you had to deal with at least a few punches.
不死身の俺の心配なんかしてんじゃねえよ。お前こそボロボロじゃねえか。石まで投げてきやがって。当たりどころ悪かったら死んでたぞ。
I can't really blame them after what I did.
石を倒すためにやってんだろ。
Well, it hasn't been working all that great, has it? But they don't know that. So I can't blame them. You picking up on all this? If I win here and get Rune's powers back, I'll finally be able to die, right? I can end this nightmare. Unlike you, who's gonna live forever. Needer boo boo. I just want to make this all disappear. I want to die and finally have my rest.
ルーシェンを殺せば今回のゲームはおしまいだ。けど悪夢はまだ続く。
What happened to having to end things in the courtroom?
イシュがまたお前をメンブルムにするかもしれねえ。同じ苦しみを味わわせようとするかもしれねえ。アナスタシア、お前はまたコンラッドやママ母相手に復讐したいと思ってるか？
Of course I do. I started this spree of fatal rewinds for that purpose. The witches turned this all upside down, but once I've finished this fight...
復讐して何になる？
I don't know, the game will probably end.
そりゃ気分はすっきりするだろうよ。他に何の意味があるんだ？
Shit, I hadn't thought that far ahead. I will! I rose out of the flames of death to make them all feel the same pain I did. The desire for revenge burning within me has brought me this far.
それで十分だとは思えないのか？復讐が無駄だって言うつもりはねえよ。やれるもんならやっちまった方がいい。けどここからは個人的な要望なんだけどよ。お前には復讐成功させるよりもっと別のもんを手に入れてほしいと思ってるんだ。
Well, as long as it's only a personal request, I suppose I can't call him rude. You trying to tell me there's something more meaningful than revenge? Impossible.
あるさ。お前が幸せになることだ。
I never heard of her.
復讐心を捨てて、お前がメンブルムの勝利報酬を受け取れば、この悪夢から逃れられる。
What are you getting at? I'm using that reward to send you back to your own world. That was our contract, remember?
契約なんかクソくらいだ。
I don't think a contract can eat shit, actually. It doesn't have a mouth. Stop! You promised your teammates you'd win together, didn't you? You told me there ain't no rule that an isekai protagonist can't play basketball. You were going to go beat Ish and his team at the big finals.
俺がいなくなって平気なのか?
And probably it's not your route that's at the end here. How could you ask something so mean?
別の世界にまで逃げ込めばきっと意志も追ってこねえ。この悪夢を終わらせるにはそれしかねえよ。
What's the point if I'm the only one that ends up saved? That's not right.
他の誰でもないお前が幸せになれるなら正しい結末だ。
I don't think that's how it works, actually. I can just gasp a lot this scene.
よく騎士としてクライオスのそばにいた時も、異端審問官としてティレルと共にいた時も、必死に戦ってた。ボロボロになりながらも、何度も蘇って。
We get knocked down, but we get up again. They're never gonna keep us down. That's an obvious joke, but you know what? I did it anyway. What are you gonna do? Cry? Gonna cry, little baby?
俺はずっとお前を見てきた。一番お前を知っている。そうだろ。だから俺の言うことは信じられるはずだ。お前は十分よくやったよ。
Stop it. Enough of those sweet promises. I haven't accomplished a single thing.
何も？そんなわけないだろ。勝ち続けてきたから異世界っていう選択肢が現れたんだ。
Stop saying isekai. This game is better than that.
お前が戦い苦しみ抜いてきたからこそたどり着けた、成し遂げた結果だ。
And yet there's an entire route we haven't played yet. Even the most precious of new memories will be forgotten once I use my fatal rewind. It will all be undone. I've lived through a never-ending solitude. Zen is the only one who has truly known me through it all. There's a special warmth in his words that thaws my frozen heart. But what will happen to you if I run?
俺は結構気に入ってんだよ。この国が魔女狩りだなんだと物騒ではあるが、それなりに面白いもんもあるし。
You know, got horribly stabbed to death a few times, but what's a little bit of that between friends?
お前がどっかで笑ってくれてんなら、俺はどこででも生きていける。
Zen. Something flashes a few yards away. Zen jumps forward, his arms wrapping around me protectively. The light, sharp as an arrow, pierces through his abdomen. That's unfortunate. Zen! Zen!
落ち着け。ただのかすり傷だ。
What do you mean to scratch arms off?
くないか。こんなもんまで作りやがって。本物の忍者みてえだな。
Generally, you're a real piece of shit, you know that. Master Tyrell!
ずいぶんお早い到着だな。一体どこから入った？
Okay, what part of ninja are you not picking up on here?
お行儀よく扉からってのは性に合わないんだ。お前らこそこんなとこに逃げ込みやがって。女神の前で粛清されたいのか？
I do not like this Tyrell. Its smug aura mocks me.
赤毛、俺はお前のことを尊敬するよ。俺にもいるからさ。合法的にぶち殺したい上司が何人も。見事成し遂げたお前はすごい。いやー、拍手喝采もんだ。なんだよ、だんまりか？俺一人ベラベラ喋ってるんじゃつまらないだろうが。なんとか言ったらどうだ？
Didn't we just have a conversation about why you weren't going to do this? Why did Vice Commander Christ let me get away?
知るか。地獄で直接本人に聞け。
Wow, rude.
さて、本当ならこれからお楽しみの拷問タイムなんだが、時間がなくて残念だ。
異端審問官がサクリファイスに手出すのはルール違反だろう。
お前らルーシェン殿下を殺しに行くつもりだろう。殿下が死ねば3回目の裁判なんか開かずともメンブルムの完全勝利だもんな。
You don't know that.
追い詰められた弱小人間に残された道はおとなしくルールを守って負けるか、ペナルティ覚悟で逆転の一手にかけるかだ。どっちを選ぶかなんて考えなくてもわかるよな。
No, seriously, what happened to the rule that it has to be resolved inside the courtroom? That's the entire reason we didn't do this last night. Come on, what's happening?
女神の末裔を守るのは至上命令だ。ルーシェン殿下は絶対に殺させない。
Hatred burns the depths of his eyes. Knowing that this hatred is aimed at me once again reminds me of what I've lost. Wow. The man who so readily accepted my weakness is gone, and the version of myself that could resolutely move forward as a result has disappeared with it. Well, the bond we shared lies on the precipice of death, but this is not a precipice it can return from. Dot dot. I don't think you can kill me, Master Tyrell.
おい、話さじゃ。
No, hold on, let her cook. Let her cook. That is not what I meant. Why is that even an option? That's where I have all my hotkeys set up, you doofus.
ほう、随分な自信だな。
Well, yeah, I've got plot armor. The witch made it impossible. He put a spell on this collar so that no one can kill any of the sacrificia.
ああ、だったらなんでコンラッド殿下は。そういうことか。
There's that omniscience kicking in again.
その守護の魔法はコンラッド殿下を殺害した時点では存在しなかった。クライオスを殺そうとした時にかけたんだな。執務室に侵入の跡がありながらクライオスが生きていたのは魔女と一悶着あったからなんだな。そうだよな。昨日の時点で全員殺していればそこで勝敗は決していた。そんな幕引きじゃ魔女様も納得いかないよな。
That's Majo-sama. They say Japanese doesn't have a concept of sarcasm.
そういうことなら今夜死ぬのは俺か。
Probably, yeah. I have to win this trial to protect those I love.
魔女に人質でも取られてんのか。まあやっぱ何も言わなくていい。下手に事情聞いてそのデクノボを見たく俺までたぶらかされたらことだ。
How rude.
誰がデクノボーだ。
裏切り者って言い換えてやってもいいぞ。俺もクライオスもお前のことはそれなりに信じてたんだけどな。
Mr. Tyrell is the embodiment of calm. His indomitable smile remains fixed despite understanding that his life will end tonight. In 10 minutes, magic will drag people into the world of dreams. Someone must die tonight if we're to hold a trial tomorrow. And I won't be able to win if he remains alive.
なんでお前が泣くんだ。
And why not?
おい、ゼン。こいつ、本当にメンブルムなのか。とても理性を失った狂人には見えないんだが。
そう思うなら明日の裁判では弁護してやってくれ。そうすりゃお前を殺さなくて済む。
もしかするとメンブルムは俺たちが考えているものとは違うんじゃ。
I mean, last time we had this conversation, one of them was literally a small child, so you know.
どういうことだ。
A sudden sound interrupts all our thoughts. We turn to where it came from. hoping to discern what it was. And what it was is a big old cliffhanger. Hope you enjoy sitting around waiting for this to come back. I'm so evil. I'm sorry, I need to go eat at some point. No stream tomorrow. In case any of you were, chomping at the bit to get that out of your system. We've got a decent amount of people in chat today. Who's available to be rated? Let me see here. Anyone at all who I find trustworthy. Apparently the game's going to be a bit laggy, so I guess we'll never find out. Not the game, my bro. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Get off my back. I don't really see any alternatives. I generally prefer to raid people. Why are you making noise? I've had you open for like 5 minutes. We're gonna be raiding Penny Senseless. I'm sorry this is taking so long. The internet was a mistake. She's playing Dice Folk. It's probably a game that involves dice in some capacity. Could you believe it? Hope y'all enjoyed. I will be seeing you all. Okay, statistically speaking, I will almost certainly not see any of you on Tuesday. Not Tuesday, Saturday, but you know what? It's just the life we have to live. Goodbye, everybody.